YouTubers, this is for electricians. Look at that. A black wire and a white wire connected to a switch. This screws up really good electricians. This is what they did in the 50s. And I would say this: never let your electrical education, the electrical theory that you know that is valid, that relies on the laws of physics, be interrupted by the color of a wire. Whenever you see a wire connected to a switch, it is not whatever color it is. It's not pink or purple or white or whatever they used. That wire is black. This white wire, that is a black wire. Okay? More often than not, it's the power wire. Power traditionally is connected to the bottom terminal. And what they did was, in the 50s, they didn't run power to the switch first. They ran power to the center of the room. You ever wonder why old houses, like in the 50s, have a light in the center of the room? Every single room. You know, this is an old house, originally built in the 1800s. Why is it that every light in every room, even this piece of shit laundry room, the bathroom, okay, every single room in this house, the living room, why do they have a light in the middle of the room and new houses don't? You got to beg to have a ceiling fan put in sometimes. You have a switch receptacle. These days you have a switch receptacle. That meets code. Why would you go backwards? Why would you have all these nice places for a light in the middle of all these rooms and 100 years ago, and these days nothing? That makes no sense. The reason is because power originates at the panel. And then the home run, the first leg of power that leaves the panel and then is used to distribute power to the rest of each room starts there. And it goes down to the receptacles, and then you don't need power at the switch. You need a switch leg. So one piece of wire, two wires in it, goes down there, hits the switch, and then the final switch leg is the thing that turns your light on and off. But power originates in the ceiling. When you start tying together all your neutrals, right? You start tying together all these white wires, you cause problems in the circuitry because electricians don't understand what this is. The one thing I do to sort of help, the feeble-minded is I use my black phase tape. Right? That's a colloquialism. That's sort of a joke. Although the fact of the matter is, when you wrap that white wire with black tape there and there, which I'm about to do, right here. This is my switch leg. And the way you verify that is you leave the switch there, you put it in the on position. Now the circuit's closed. You take your meter, right? You have it on your ohms. You hold it. This is beginning to be fun to try to do. Hang on, let me see if I can do this. You take the meter, you hold it on the two wires. Okay, we'll get a tone if there's a connected circuit, if the circuit's closed. Okay, let's see. We got this. This is our circuit. This is the wires we're testing. We want continuity. We want to hear tone. Oh, geez, look at that. How did we get tone out of a white wire, a black wire? That's because this has nothing to do with power, except to carry it back to the light. This is your switch leg. Okay? Power ties to the light. I'm sorry. Power ties to that. Sends it down to the switch. The light ties to the neutral. This is not white. This is black. This goes to the other side of the light. Neutral, power to the light. Controlled by a switch, which goes down to the switch. That's all it does. It leaves this power, goes down the switch, comes back up on a white wire, or vice versa. Oftentimes you'll see the white wire tied to the black. That's really confusing for people. Why do they tie a white wire to black? Well, because it's not white. When you put power to this, it becomes a black wire. And the fact that you can test it here and see power, and then, what's the other one then? Because with a switch, what do you need? Power and a switch leg, okay? I don't hook it up the same way. I hook it up opposite of what they used to do in the 50s. I put my power coming in on a black wire, and then my switch leg, which normally would have a curly Q in it or something to indicate it's a switch leg, I wrap in black tape because it's white. Now it's black because it's carrying power back to the light, okay? Through a switch. There you have control of your light. And you can identify it easily once you wrap this with black tape. Because it looks a little different. It's not black, but it's black tape. And if you're that big of a fucking idiot, don't wire houses. Okay? This fucks up good electricians. And it'll burn your house down. Okay? Pay attention to what you're doing, guys. Use your training. Use your skill set. Use your knowledge. Don't get caught up by the color of the wire, guys. That's not what runs a house. Power does not depend on or care about what color the wire is. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.